All right, so hold on a quick second. All right, so I've come to notice there are people that want to mess around with Streamer.bot and that, but a lot of them are like, well, we don't understand the programming aspects. So thinking of trying to keep videos in like 10-minute segments of little things, and then if people want, they can try stitching things together to see like what they're able to make, essentially. So for instance, like this, right? Like you guys can see the camera that is below my mouse cursor right now. So it's a two PC setup, so it's like I'm not, yeah. But what we're gonna do, right, is enable or disable a filter to change the camera to be black and white. So the filter's already made. It is a color correction. I believe it's color correction with the saturation just all the way set to 0, right? So that way it's like there's no color. So what we want to do, right, is we want to be able to come in here. We will name this YouTube tutorial. Okay. Because like I got a bunch of other things. It's just they don't have profiles. And profiles would make this so much easier. But whatever. So we are going to come in here and add in a test. That's it. That's all we need for there, right? Because like what you want to trigger this is completely up to you. I can go over that stuff at a later point, but for right now, I am aiming just to show that. Okay. So normally you would have like just one connection in here. This is, like I said, this is a multi-PC setup. And if you are doing a multi-PC setup like I am, you just come in here and you just put in all your information, right? For each OBS. So it's like because I have one OBS passing information to the second one. So it's like if there's anything I want to control for either or, it's like I have both just for simplicity's sake. Like if I wanted my microphone, for instance, right? To have something before it gets all put into one thing and then pushed over, it's like I could do it. But yeah, it's like I'm not covering that crap. I'm just covering this. So yeah, so it'd be right click under sub actions, go up to OBS Studio. I believe it should be source. We want stream PC. So yep, scene, face cam, right? And then we can click on mono. All right, so we can go or toggle, right? So it completely depends on like how you want it to basically be. Like, do you also want it on a timer? Right? Like, let's go visibility. For instance, we'll put in a delay. So this is in milliseconds. So you do want in like if you want it in values of seconds, you'd want it by 1,000. Or if you want to, I think this would work where you just go like that. Okay, so it should work. right? So it's like this is just translating it from like milliseconds to seconds. And then if you wanted it into minutes, right? Because milliseconds per second, seconds per minute, and then however many minutes you want. Right? But for this, we're just going to have it as a quick 1.5 seconds. And then we are going to set this back to off. Right? So now, let's say you have a command or something like that, and the command is done. Right? Like, I'll also go have a video on how the heck to make commands at some point. But at this point, like, right? Let's say whatever the heck the trigger is goes off, and then it comes back, right? So that is a basic way of setting up your filter states. I'm also thinking about doing videos on the Dex stuff as well. Kick is an odd one, same with YouTube, because it's like there's not a whole lot on the API, so I don't know if I'll touch on that. It'll probably mainly be YouTube or Twitch stuff, but okay, so that's how you do it via the basic sub actions. Okay. Your other option for any programmers, right, is it would be add core C# execute code. What the hell? I know you, if I know. Okay. So then it would just be CPH. I don't know why it's CPH, but it is. And then it would be like OBS set filter state. Okay. So then your scene would be, in this case, face cam. There's also, if you want to like include a scene in there. Oh no, sorry. My scene is scene. Jesus. And then the object that we want in this case is face cam, monochrome, state. Wanna say 0. And it'd be CPH wait. Once again in milliseconds. It's the same thing. Like if you want the like seconds to minutes crap, right? Like you can easily go like that. Again, if you so see fit to. But for this, I am not worrying about it. Right, so this should realistically enable and disable. Because it's like I can never remember if it's 1 or 0. It's like some things have it where it's like 1 will be on, but it's like I've also seen some things where it's like 1 is off, and it's just a goddamn annoyance personally. See, so this should now be the same. Okay, maybe that actually is backwards then. Or oh, Jesus. Sorry, it's because it's on the second computer. So it's like I'm not properly thinking. So that should be connection 1 in my case. For you guys, like a lot of single computer setups, you wouldn't need this last number. But because 2 PC setup. There. All right. So that is both on how to do this via code as well as just simple sub actions. So hopefully you guys found this entertaining, and yeah, we will. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. And I'll see you guys in another video.